I do think the idea of sending Christian Campbell down to Worcester at this stage, suggested by a certain national baseball writer whose name rhymes with Glenn Blosenthal. I don't know who else it could be. I think that's a bit of a foolish idea at this juncture. I will say, though, I'm going to need him to start fielding the ball over at second base there. I don't know how you feel about that, Liam, but that's currently where I'm at. I know they just got out of the jam here on Tuesday night, but that wasn't great.
Evidently, Alex Spear said that as well on Nesson tonight.
Oh, about going back to AAA?
Yeah, I guess the Red Sox are considering it.
I
When
don't like
Willier
that.
gets back.
No, I
hate
don't
that
like.
shit.
I don't like that at all.
How about here's an idea. How about Craig Breslow makes a fucking decision? How's that?
Yeah, Jake, you said you were going to be a bit nasty in this one.
I am
nasty.
I'm
He's
feeling
in a nasty mood.
Nasty
He's in
Jake.
a nasty mood.
All I ask is that you just don't grab the mic at any point and shake it like a baby.
Okay.
Give it that syndrome.
SIDS.
and
Give it
scream into
SIDS.
Is that the acronym for it?
No, I mean you're referring to shaken baby syndrome, but what's SIDS? That's when you like die in your crib, right?
Yeah, sudden infant death syndrome, which is
so
very
that's-
sad.
that's-
And
Whoa,
So that's different.
that's heavy.
I know. Yeah, I think that's what SIDS stand for. But yeah,
One time when I was an
unfortunate thing.
infant, I got like a nosebleed, which is not a serious thing, a nosebleed. But my mom, it was like in the middle of the night, and I guess I didn't cry for a while at the start of it, so I just kept bleeding. So then when I finally started to cry, my mom came into my bedroom. My crib was just like coated in
Gushing?
blood. Yeah. She was like, "Oh my God." But it was just a nosebleed, thank heavens.
Jake's dying. No. But yeah, that.
Why did I say that?
Because I didn't want you to grab
Oh,
and
right.
shake the mic
Shaken
and
baby
scream
syndrome.
during
Got it.
this edition of Pod on Lansdowne. I know you're bound to get animated based on the week that was.
Yeah.
But let's just a little decorum. That's all I'm calling for. John Olerud, a.k.a. Jake. We're joined by Hirokazu Sawamura, a.k.a. Liam. I am Eric Bedard, a.k.a. Fitz. This is the first time in a long time that all three of us have gone with a former player. Usually Jake says something along the lines of "it's over." Liam references a meme that I haven't seen yet, or a TikTok video, and I'm the one, who has to be the standard bearer for random Red Sox players that I kind of forgot were on the team. But all three of us are kind of joining in here.
Fitz, I regret to inform you, you didn't pick a number 19 like Jake and I did.
Oh, I didn't even put that
Mine was an
together.
accident. I didn't even mean
You
to.
you nailed it, Jake. You nailed it.
Oh,
Thanks. Wow, that's
You could have
awesome.
Jake
fooled
fell
me.
last-
You could have
but-
fooled me.
better than me, exactly.
Let's pick one now. Go. Quick.
Number 19,
First one that comes to mind.
Josh Beckett. I know that's not a good one. You said
that's
first
not
that
good at
came to mind.
All right, second that comes to mind. Go.
Koji.
Not good either. Third. So those were the two and then I don't know what
Jackie?
the third.
Like,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
ride with Jackie.
Red
I'm sticking
Sox.
with Eric Bedard, Red Sox legend, 2011 Red Sox legend. But we're glad you could join us for this edition of Pod on Lansdowne. YouTube.com/@PodOnLansdowne if you want to join the YouTube chat. We got Seth, Christy, Botsy, Dan, Riss, or Ross in the chat earlier during our interview with Carson Lund, the director of the motion picture Ephus, the baseball movie. That is going to be later on in the program. Jake and I spoke with Carson for almost an hour after we told him it was going to be about, it's a half hour. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. But going into the insight of how that movie was made, if you haven't seen it, folks, it's a great motion picture. It's funny. It has some melancholy moments, some levity in there as well. Some real life takeaways to have with that movie. And it's 90 minutes, very much worth your time. You can get it on video on demand, rent for buy, and hopefully some physical media down the line. But it was a great conversation with the director of Ephus. That's later on in the program. First things first, though, ladies and gentlemen, the age of the Roman Empire is nigh. As Liam pointed out, we have crossed the Rubicon, and then as someone else astutely pointed out in the replies, that was not the same time.
Well, actually,
Yeah, it was about to say like, oh yeah, I'm trying to think of an American comp to crossing the Rubicon to this situation. It's not coming to mind right now.
crossing the Delaware.
Yeah, but then like if you said that crossing
guys
the
ever
Delaware
seen
happened in
the
1972.
Rubicon? You guys ever seen the Rubicon?
No, I've not seen the Rubicon.
It's like a small
Isn't it like
creek.
super narrow? Yeah.
Yeah, you could jump across it.
I mean, it was also in like thousands of years ago. It's they couldn't really fjord things back then.
Thousands?
Yeah, thousands.
Yeah. What? That was
No.
probably what?
No, that's
Or
wrong.
almost 2,000.
Okay, almost 2,000. Yeah, all right.
No, I'm rounding, okay? I don't have the
Multiple
exact date in
thousands.
front of me.
Do you guys know how long the Roman Empire existed?
Probably about 400 or 500 years, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's 409. No, excuse me, 503 years.
Probably like
Beginning-
250 before Common Era,
Yeah.
250
Does that
on
include?
Adamani.
Does that include
27
the Republic, or are we
BC?
talking strictly Empire?
Oh,
To
even
f-
before 27 BC. Okay, gotcha.
27 BC. That was Octavian's assumption of effective sole rule, and
Who could forget?
the Western Empire collapsed in 476 AD. But the Byzantine Empire, which was the Eastern Empire, that lasted until the fall of Constantinople in 1453.
Now, and this doesn't include the Holy Roman Empire, which was neither holy nor Roman nor an empire.
This is true.
No, it doesn't. When was that?
Long after the actual Roman Empire, I think.
Oh yeah, that would be 800 to 1806.
Yeah.
Also known as the Holy Roman Empire of the German nation after 15.
Yeah, it was more
Is that-
Germanic and whatnot.
Is that Charlemagne? Charlemagne?
That's too much. That's too much for me.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you if it was Charlemagne or not. What I can tell you is that this is the start of the new Holy Roman Empire. Roman Anthony, the top prospect in all of baseball, has gotten that call. He is now a Major League Baseball player with the Boston Red Sox, as it
What?
were. I know. It's funny, gentlemen, because in the brushback this week that released on Monday, the day he was called up, June 9th, 6-9, nice, I said, yeah, I expect this to happen in late June. A couple more weeks, maybe something happens along the line. Whether or not the injury to Wilyer Abreu was the absolute inciting incident, who knows? I mean, it's also the fact that Roman Anthony was fucking killing it in AAA. He hit a 497-foot grand slam.
It was getting loud.
Exactly, right.
Craig Breslow, the walls were closing in.
At some point, that call was going to be made in the relatively near future. Sure as shit comes out later on Monday, just a couple hours after I said it was going to be late June. Try early June. Try the first couple of days of June. Made his debut in the first game of the Tampa Bay Rays series. Listen, gents, we have the rest of the Angels series. If we want to talk about it, we can. We have a weekend series win in the Bronx that we could talk about. A disastrous game Monday to talk about against Tampa. We have nowhere else to start, though, than with Roman Anthony. The start of this new era, Liam, of Red Sox baseball. I'm just happy, man.
New
The
empire.
Yeah, the Star Wars
triumvirate.
means
The
we're afloat.
triumvirate's here.
The triumvirate is here. That is right.
Until they send Campbell down,
I'm just
apparently.
jazzed, Liam. I'm jazzed. What can I say?
It's exciting, and Fitz, like you said, last week I was super down in the dumps. I didn't think we'd see him until like after the All-Star break. So yeah, whether or not, I mean, Craig Breslow, I was listening to him on the Nesson pregame show tonight, and he was kind of like, yeah, once Abreu went down there really wasn't any other option. Like, what are they going to bring up? Christ, was it like Nate Hickey or whoever that guy they called up a couple weeks ago?
Admittedly, would
Like,
have been hilarious
against-
if that was the call.
Yeah,
Hilarious
but-
commitment to the bit.
But listening to Breslow on Nesson, it was kind of like he kind of just like fessed up and was like, yeah, like he kind of forced our hand. So I'm just happy it happened. Whether or not I mean, it would be very funny if he finishes first or second in Rookie of the Year. Now,
Can I say something nasty?
what you got?
Say it!
I don't.
Get it out.
I'm trying to figure out how to. I don't
Phrase it.
You
I don't know
asked
if I
for the
wanna-
mic, and then for
No,
5
I know.
seconds.
I know. I'm worried if I want to say this publicly. I don't know if I 100% agree with calling him up yesterday.
Whoa!
If I had the
Yeah.
Section 10 suspension music right now, I'd play. Come on, dude.
I mean, they can
Well-
still send him down.
Hear me out. I mean, yeah, that's true, actually. They made this bed 2 months and change ago about not letting him. He was very obviously ready to
He
make
says
the
as
team
Roman
opening
Anthony
day.
makes a sliding catch in right field, by the way.
No. No, listen to me, Fitz, jerk. They made this bed, and then it seems like Craig was not comfortable lying in it. It became uncomfortable for him to lie in it. And I think it's like now, if he fucking comes in first or second in Rookie of the Year, they spent 2 months. They couldn't score a run. They could have.
Could have used them
It's
earlier.
like
Could've used them
it's like
earlier.
I mean, like the worst thing you can be is indecisive, and it's like I get Willier got hurt, and maybe they do have this calculus where it's like June 9th. You know, there's never been a Rookie of the Year after June 9th or whatever. I don't know, but it's just like I'd almost rather be safe than sorry at this point. It's like this team, as we saw last night. I don't think Roman Anthony is saving the season. I don't know. I'm just spooked by that year of control. I really am. I mean, he's gonna make if he's what we think, he's going to get like $500 million. Like, I don't know. Probably more in 8 years.
It's not worth rehashing the conversation we just had, 2 weeks ago on the show, where we could talk in circles till the cows come home on that. I feel a certain way, you feel a certain way. It is what it is. You do have a point that I agree with, that although I don't think it is the defining characteristic so far of Breslow's tenure, I think there have been moments where he has been decisive. With this specifically, there has been a little bit of sitting on the fence, and that's not great. At the end of the day, though, the best look of the Red Sox right now is having Roman Anthony up with the team,
That's
getting
not
his feet
the
wet.
question, though.
To me, it is. That's
All
my
right.
question.
Okay.
There is, and there are multiple factors in play here. But if you want to be a contender in 26 and beyond, getting him up to speed, up to MLB speed, getting his feet wet in there that's mission critical at this point.
Listen, if they in 6 months they give him the fucking Churrios or one of those,
That is a possibility. That we
No,
don't
it
have
is.
to
It
worry
is.
about this. There is a number that can be met. It's
Yeah.
a high number, I'm sure, but it absolutely exists, and it's not like 35 per. What is Churrio's contract off the top of your head? You know,
What did Jackson Merrill get? That's the one.
his is like 88, right?
Tom?
For 88 or something. Yeah, I mean, then this is all null and it doesn't matter. But it just, I mean, and I hate, this is a brain worm that I have, a deep rot within my soul. Like, I always worry about the future of my clubs. Like how when Bregman was mashing, I was like, well, I'm worried that like he's, they got to extend it.
you could be in a worse position with a brain worm, by the way. But continue.
That's true. I doom with stuff like this, like long-term outlook. But like a year of a guy like this is prime is not. It's not. You can't hand wave it. Like that's a very real consequence if he does well. And the thing is, like, we want him to do well, But if he does well to the point we think he can, like that second place Rookie of the Year is definitely not locked up in any way. Like I think Jacob Wilson probably has the win locked up. I don't want to assume you make an ass out of you make an ass out of you and me, and it's June 10th. But like, who else? I mean, I don't know. Narv? God.
It's going to have to
bless.
be 4 months of consistent play. And again, not to repeat the points we've made, Roman Anthony has the facilities, the capacity to do that over the course of 4 months, but it's not a given. And I understand, again, it's not amazing for the long-term outlook of the team to cough up that extra year of control. But again, there's a number where that exists. Just to cycle it back to that, because we mentioned Jackson Merrill. Jackson Merrill's contract, his extension that he signed, 9 years, 135 in total. Do that for Roman Anthony. Do it. If you have to sprinkle on a couple extra more, do it. Yeah, that's
What did Merrill top out at as a prospect? Do either of you know?
Pretty high, maybe not the absolute highest. I don't know if Jolly Olive just posted the video, kind of breaking down.
I know, it's a great video. I watched. I know.
It was very well done. Shout out Jolly Olive.
That farm system that year was fucking. The Padres farm system, the summer of 22 was unbelievable.
But I don't even 23. think Merrill. I could be wrong. I don't think Merrill was like the
sixth.
Top. I was gonna say I think Wood may have been above him, and I'm pretty damn sure Robert Hassel was definitely above him at that point in prospect circles. I know Keith Law is a guy who sticks his neck out one way or the other. I don't know what Law had for him, but at least for Pipeline and like Baseball America,
yeah, I'm looking at MLB
sure.
right now. I'm trying to figure out if 2024. This has to be at the start of last season. He was 12th on MLB's ranking.
Okay, so high. I could be wrong. I could be misremember. Maybe he was the absolute jewel of the system.
Yeah, this has him 14th last February. I mean, that's not one though. I guess is my point. Like
he was the number 2 Padres prospect.
Who was one
going into last
Salas
season. Probably.
Can I have? Here's a hot take. Who cares? That's a child. I don't think you should be number 1 on prospect lists.
Like, Churio, by the way, his deal's 8 for 82. That's 10 and a quarter. That's
Roman's
not going to get it done for Anthony.
Roman's not signing that.
Roman's not doing below 3 figures. Or not 3 figures. 3. I meant.
What?
I mean 9 figures. That would be the 3 figures would be 100.
You're giving him
in front of
100.
million. Yeah, is what I meant to say.
You're saying 350. He wanted to. You think he wanted to take a deal? If you offered him 10,300 right now, which I don't think they would offer him, but you don't think he would accept 10,300?
No, I think right now he would totally accept that.
Okay, all right. That's
no.
I
I was saying he would not accept an 8-figure deal like those guys did.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Merrill's was 9 figures.
What was Merrill? I'm sorry.
Merrill was at 156 if the club option is exercised. I think. I mean, with Roman,
I think you start
if it lights
there.
The world on fire.
Like I think you start there.
Yeah, I think it's 15 per over 9 years. I mean, I just looked it up 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The point is there is a number.
Well, but then there's also like the per doesn't really. That's because you're buying out. Like
arbitration years.
That doesn't even that calculus is like not that simple too. Yeah, I don't know.
Just me, fellas. Side note: I don't know if you're watching. Is it just me, or is the spacing between the 1 and a 9 on Roman's jersey?
It's too big. No,
way
Fitz.
too
I
far
noticed
apart.
it when they posted a picture earlier. It's absolutely too big.
Yeah, they hit the space bar in between the 1 and the 9.
Yeah, they did. It's not right.
It sounds like
also
judging from tweets on my timeline that like the clubbies, it was very like last minute earlier this afternoon. It was like they were like, oh yeah, we can do the 19 for you.
Why didn't they just do it yesterday? I don't understand.
Know. Oh well, I mean, I don't know. You got all the numbers there. You got the jerseys. I don't know what that process looks like.
They were scared. They didn't want to dishonor Sean Newcomb so soon.
Yeah, he was coming back.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if Roman every game changed his uniform number? Comes in and is like, today I'm feeling 82. I'm going to be number 82 tonight.
People were like poo-pooing if someone bought like a jersey yesterday or bought a 48 jersey. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Our good friend Jack Webster last summer bought James Wood for the Nationals, bought his jersey and he changed his number like a week later after he got called up.
Yeah, that's
cool. That's like having
that's awesome.
Xander
that's like having
72.
That's like having a Jordan 45 jersey, or even better yet, a Jordan 12 jersey.
Yeah. Because it's like, oh, he only wore it for one game.
Exactly.
Do the Sox?
That's cool.
Did Benintendi have a rookie number?
He was 40,
40, right? And then he switched to 16.
I think it was 40. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the same thing there.
I have to think
Jackie Bradley
40
Jr. 44. That's another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't Jackie have
he had a handful?
Yeah, he went down. He had a high one, and then he went to 44.
Didn't he switch to 2 or something? Who was that?
No,
Xander. No, it's not
Xander
2.
switched to 2 in 14. After Jacoby left.
What was JBJ's first?
JBJ went 44, 19, 25, right? Or did he go
25?
25,
25 19.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yes, it was 25
19.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Yeah, that was weird. Who was 19? Koji.
Yeah.
Duh.
Okay,
We're
so he
just fucking
changed
talking
after
about it.
2016. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. But Roman Anthony, yeah, no, pretty cool. I think all things
Special hitter.
considered.
I mean, we don't have to get into the scouting profile of Roman Anthony. You've seen it already. He almost killed Shane Baz with a comeback in his
He
first
hit
game.
one. He hit
Trevor
one to
Story
one.
just hit another home run.
Whoa!
Oh, really? Joe Jakey!
He's back.
Gonna get an OPS update
3-2
out there.
count as well. Oh!
I got the
that
box score
throw.
here for you, Jake.
Wow, 641.
Jake.
He's coming.
Them old boy coming.
He's getting hot again.
No Roman Anthony home run though, so slightly disappointing, but Trevor Story's cool too. Why don't we take a quick break? Let's take a quick break. Let's get into the week that was in Red Sox baseball when we return with fuck with, don't fuck with. Jake needs a second to recoup from that Story homer anyway.
Oh, he received bad news.
You're telling me now for the first time. He hit an amazing ball. What else can you say? Whether you agree it or not. Back after this. What's up, chat? What's going on, chat? How we living? Someone tweet from the podcast again about that home run. Please and thank you.
Liam, can you?
Do we have any story memes?
to Carson? No, he's been hurt the whole fucking time we had this podcast.
I mean, I have the video of him going, yeah, but
Let me see if I got anything for him. Let me check
Dude,
the archives.
Nightmare scenario is he hits well enough the rest of the year for them to be like, we don't need to bring back Bregman.
Oh my god.
Nightmare scenario. Oh, I actually just got like a shiver down my spine thinking of that.
I'm just seeing Thomas's Bornak Red Sox game tweet.
Yeah, oh, so good, right?
That's all. Shout out to Tom. We love Thomas. Big day for the LGBT Lucas Giolito ball throw. That yeah, he's again. I haven't been able to watch most of it, but again, that just means we're due for bad Giolito next start. But it is what it is.
Were we due for good? Oh yeah, of course we were.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was fucking.
Oh my god, that
Foot-
bat flip by Story is fucking insane.
Yeah, that was like a bad throw almost. The energy is about the shit. Good job.
Jake.
Stories OPS. I don't know.
What?
Actually. Stories OPS gets to 700, and that Jake pack is going to be.
It's real. The curse is real.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
He could
Why,
plummet right back down to earth, but if he just sniffs 700 that one time, just one, like 701.
Was that a fastball? What did he hit that on?
Let me see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Talk, because if it's a fastball, then you have my curiosity.
3-2 count, 2 outs. It was a 4-seamer at 96 miles an hour.
on the hands,
Okay,
too.
96. Wow.
Damn.
All right.
Dan goes, I need a petition for bullpen to include fries with their sandwiches. Yeah, you got to order the side of fries itself.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. But I agree, Dan. You're
I'm
right.
starving.
We love bullpen, but I do need that. There have been times where I ask for a chicken and fry basket, just off the
just
cuff.
get chicken.
Maybe but we just get the chicken. Yeah, it is what it is. It happens. But that's more of a me thing. But I would like the option to have that as a combo. Nice pitch on Marcelo there, low and away. Is what it is. All right, when Jake gets back, we'll get
God, it was
to
a
it.
9-pitch at bat too. I'm gonna go pull that up.
Christy says, I was told their fries are ass. Christy, you were told wrong. They're solid fries. I like them. I'm also a mix, so any sort of potato, any sort of fry, I'll get with that.
Wow. Fitz, listen to this pitch sequence to Story. So it was a 9-pitch at bat, but from pitches 5 through 9, 96 mile an hour fastball, ball. He fouled off 97, fouled off 96, fouled off a 90-mile-an-hour slider, and then cranked the 96 four-seam.
Take it. Right?
That's
A month
it. Really
ago,
is in
he
on his
doesn't.
hands. Damn, 398
So
on to
Roman
Lansdowne.
Anthony's
some would say.
Father and brother are both named Anthony.
Are you serious? Can you open it
Anthony. Yo!
for it? But you didn't know.
Because your nails.
That's it's anti. What is the thing from
Anti-Italian
Seinfeld?
discrimination.
Yeah, if Roman ever gets hit by a pitch, immediately.
Or the clip from Goodfellas, Jake, like pitch is prejudiced against Italians. Okay.
A Jew broad.
Out in front of the bamboo
The
lounge.
Goodfellas reference. I can say it. I'm dating one. Oh!
Jakey. All right. Hold on. I have to.
Can
pull
I
up the
lead off,
stat. Sure. Yeah. When we get back to it. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
That foot was crazy.
Right?
Who does he think he is? He made contact and he thought it was 2017 again.
Come on. This phone's old. Gotta get a new phone soon. Got Whitlock tonight. All right. Oh shit! I gotta pull up the ad read. So it's gonna take even more time. Sorry, chat.
What?
Yeah, it's just with delays.
Oh, I got Fitz. I got nowhere to be, pal.
Well, the chat is being like, "Come on, get on with the show." Back.
Dan.
5 seconds. 5
Oh,
seconds.
sorry. Dan, I'll answer you at the next break.
Oh, I was gonna do Switch 2 talk.
Oh, all right, cool.
Pot off Lansdowne. I was gonna ask you about that, so a little bit longer, Dan. All right, 5 seconds. We have returned to Pod on Lansdowne. Jake, Fitz, and
Whoa.
Liam here. What?
That was loud. You came in hot.
I did?
Yeah. No, you're good
Am I
now.
okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Should I restart it?
No, I had a
you
feel. I thought I blew an eardrum.
I'm gonna restart it. Need a
right.
clean cut.
All right, take two.
Pod on Lansdowne here. Jake, Fitz, and Liam at your service. Was that normal volume,
Yeah,
Jake?
that was
that
good.
good?
Yeah, keep- yeah,
That was
yeah, keep
nice
moving.
and crisp. All right. There we go. No more technical difficulties on the intro back. The loud microphone bit has already been taken by one Red Sox podcast. We don't want to be too derivative of that. We do want to remind you, though, that Pod on Lansdowne, this edition of the program, is brought to you by our friends. If you look on the bottom of the screen here on YouTube, our friends over at FOCO. In case you guys didn't know about FOCO, FOCO is one of the leading manufacturers in officially licensed sports collectibles, apparel, accessories, home decor, you name it. I'm going to Bermuda in about a week and a half. If I want to get like a cool like a straw hat or something like that to block out the sun with my fair Irish skin, if I want to get that from FOCO, I am going to have to act soon. I want to make sure that that gets here in time. You never know with the global supply chain and whatnot, but I'm sure FOCO has something that would tickle my fancy on that front. For over 25 years, FOCO's success is directly related to their ability to bring exciting new designs and product ideas that allow you, yes, you listening or watching to the program, to show off your fandom at the game, at home, at work, you name it, wherever you go, you can display that fandom with FOCO. Right now, we're offering you guys 10% off of any in-stock purchases at FOCO.com, including the wide variety of products that they carry for the Boston Red Sox Baseball Club. And again, that's for in-stock items. The pre-order stuff, unfortunately, is not included in this promo code. But the promo code to save 10% off at checkout on in-stock items is POL10. P as in pod, O as in on, L as in Lizaltho. I think those are the names of the creatures in Zelda, Jake. Lizaltho.
Lizolfo, that yes, I believe that is what their name is.
POL10 at checkout, or you could click the link in our description. Visit foco.com, whatever suits you fancy in that regard, to save 10% off at checkout at foco.com. Find your fandom with Foco. Jake, you want to lead us off with on Lansdowne? What the hell am I talking about? With fuck with, don't fuck with.
Yeah, hey. Plenty of options the last week about what not to fuck with, and there's probably some that are more pressing than this, but don't fuck with Connor Wong. Get him out of there. That guy,
simple and plain.
That
someone later on the show does agree with you on that front.
I honestly don't know what to say. Like, straight up, he looks like me out there. Like, he's just grounding
Jake,
out.
What do you think his OPS plus is on the year in 25 games?
I know what his OPS is. OPS plus, I don't know, 20.
21.
Okay. Yeah. So if anybody was wondering,
that
means he's 80 or he's 79% worse than a league average bat. So
that's bad.
I can't. I mean, I don't even know who the everyday starting catcher is in Worcester.
Blake Sable, come on home.
You would be hard pressed to be worse than Connor Wong, right? I don't even.
Let me see who else is down there.
I mean, his OPS is like 400, guys.
I will
Either
say,
way, yeah.
The one thing that Wong has had going for him is that he's been a bit better defensively. I mean, we were working from a pretty low standard beforehand, but he has gotten better defensively behind the dish.
Yeah.
I will give him credit for that.
He's been all right. He's been
any
not so
strides, bad. Though, any strides, and I really don't want to just completely shit on the guy here. Any strides he's made on defense have been negated and then some with the fall off in offensive production. I mean, last year his OPS was probably like 720 if I had to guess or something like that. Any strides he's making on defense, they kind of fall a bit on deaf ears for me. The offensive profile of Liam is not up to snuff. Was Jake right in saying that Roman Anthony? Well, now he definitely does with the 2 RBI hit that he had earlier. But after Roman Anthony's first RBI, that means he has more runs batted in than
Connor Wong, a whopping
0.0. I mean,
but he does have one stolen base.
There you go. It's hard to get completely up in arms about the guy who's now the backup catcher. I understand.
No, that's why I prefaced, like, there's certainly more pressing issues, but it's just
it's
every night he's out there.
It's so disheartening. He comes up with runners on. It's seemingly every at bat.
Yeah, and
multiple men on base. Bases are loaded every time he steps to the plate somehow. And it's usually just a ground out.
Hey, he technically drove in the first run last night.
That's what I was going to say. I thought it was
a fielder's choice, right?
I thought it was kind of beautiful that he managed to get a run in, but it was a double play.
Not an RBI.
You're like, oh, yep, no.
And not an RBI, yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, we don't have to completely harp on him. And again, I just because I feel like a lot of people have his ire, which does seem to be the case, it is worth noting that the defense has gotten a bit better, so at least he has that. But, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Liam, why don't you take it away here on a don't fuck with?
Sure. It's more of a concept, so to speak.
I kind of have more of a concept,
not an individual or any one person. Momentum. This team is allergic to building
or lack thereof.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't know like what we could classify that as, but like they haven't won 3 games in a row since April 26th through April 29th. Like they're just seemingly it did feel like after the Sunday night win in the Bronx, who took the series, it felt like Seti's walk-off home run on Wednesday like actually created something. Then they come back home and promptly leave what they have, like they were 4 for 23 with runners in scoring position Monday night.
Yep. Walking way too many guys.
Like
flubs on defense
like making
again.
errors. Yeah. It's just like I don't understand. So maybe that's just what they are. We'll be around 500 again for the rest of the season, but it's just so frustrating. Just
Of course it is.
Given the hopium we were all smoking going into opening day, and now it's like, well, you haven't won more than 3 games in a row since before May. Like,
well, it's not even frustrating. Of course, it's frustrating with those expectations that we had going into the year. But even just boil it down to a more recent sample size. It's frustrating when you can go on the road, put together some impressive wins, and then immediately you come back to Fenway, which these are the games that they should be winning. I know that the Rays are playing some pretty good ball as of late, but last night's game was for the taking. Monday night was for the taking.
So winnable. Winnable.
Jury's still out here, bottom of the 7th, 1 out, Sox up 3-1. This game isn't over, not by a long shot. Hopefully they could pull this out and get a series victory, but I have no idea what's going to happen. The Angels are not gangbusters. When they come into Fenway, those are series that you should be taking. It's not every game. I mean, there are way too many games as of late where they're giving up a dozen runs in the first 2 innings, but that's not every game. There are a lot of these games. Even then, they're fighting back and making a game of it. The multiple issues that we've had over the last couple of weeks, the starters not going long enough, the bullpen being overtaxed, not enough timely hitting with runners in scoring position, some of the decisions made by Alex Cora as the manager, all of that has come collected, Liam, you're right, to just a failure to launch any momentum, and it's very frustrating.
I think what made it worse too was like Bayo had a good outing, and they still gave up 10 runs by the end of the day. Like, I know a lot of that's like extra inning bullshit, but
yeah, I'm
just like, Bayo has a you like, you're getting all these men on, nothing. Great. They showed fight. Like, you kept coming back in the late innings, etc. Like, that's fun, but I don't know. I can only have so many moral victories at the end of the day when this is seemingly something that happens, multiple times a week with this group. Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. I want to string some wins together, and it's like Sisyphus. They can't get it done.
Yeah.
Is that something you want? You know that meme? It's like, is that something you want? And the girl's crying. She's like, yes. And he goes, well, you're never going to get it.
It ain't happening.
That's 3 wins in a row.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what?
The elusive 3-game win streak.
I'll be brave enough to say it. I'll be brave enough to say it. If they just keep wanting to win 2 out of 3, that's fine with me.
It
dropped. That's a 667 winning percentage. Yeah, you'll absolutely take that.
Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, I'm not picky. I'm not picky how the wins come.
Here's a way to build some momentum. Let's get some fucking runs here. First and second after that ball from Duran just dropped in the bottom of the 7th. Let's
Fitz,
build momentum.
God damn it. What are you fucking with? Or not fucking with. Pardon me.
Getting super duper nerdy baseball mode here. This was mentioned on the EEI broadcast.
I didn't like that at all, by the way.
Well, sorry if I offended any nerds out there. Someone on the EEI broadcast said this about a week ago. The fact that opposing teams, seemingly against the starters, at least, I didn't break this down specifically for the relievers, but it could be an organizational philosophy thing. Other teams, have you noticed, can sit back on our soft stuff, at least from the starters, the breaking stuff, non-fastballs, off-speed and breaking pitches, and they can clobber it. That's what I'm not fucking with this week. The realization that the off-speed and breaking stuff has not been up to snuff. I wrote this on Over the Monster leading into Monday. Now, granted, Bayo had a solid start yesterday, and Giolito only gave up the 1 run tonight, so these numbers could be subject to change. I'm sure they are. You look at the expected slugging metrics of some of the non-fastball offerings, major non-fastball offerings that the starters have had. Dick Fitz on his slider and sweeper expected slugging of 431 and 564 respectively. Giolito's changeup and slider 595 and 516. That's bad. Again, probably went down after tonight, but that's bad. Bayo's sweeper and changeup 590 and 499. Leading into Sunday night, again, Dobbins had a solid outing outside of the Judge home run, so these have probably gone down. 627 and 448 for Dobbins' slider and curveball. Maybe things are changing over the last couple of days because we've strung together a couple of good outings from the starting pitching, but that's on the back of a week of complete butt ass from the starters, and a lot of that has been due to the fact that guys are just able to sit back on the soft stuff and demolish us. What does that mean going forward? Is that an indictment on the general fastballs within the staff? I don't know, but ever since that point was raised to me, it's been like, oh yeah, no, you're right. It's been a lot of soft stuff that's been driven, and I don't love that. Another thing is the fact that they give up a lot of damage on 2 strikes as well. It seems like, but that's a bit secondary. I feel like the breaking stuff has been a bit on my mind more often as of late. I don't know if you guys have anything to add on that, but I thought it was just an interesting observation over the past week.
I mean, I think part of that, and Fitz, correct me if I'm wrong, you're more in the weeds on this stuff than I am. I just think our game planning, it stinks. They come out, teams seem to have a great read of what our starters in general are planning on doing.
Well, generally, correct me if I'm wrong here, we throw more off-speed in breaking stuff than any other team. Or should I say, we don't throw as many fastballs as the average bear. So, or fastball variants, how you know what I mean? Feels like it's the fucking MCU with the variants of the fastball. But I don't know why that reference came to mind, Jake. But the point is that,
don't worry about it.
Teams know that they can rely on the fact that we're probably going to try to get them out in front with a breaking pitch or off speed, throw them off kilter that way. So if they sit back on that, they have a good chance of doing damage with it. And maybe this is half-baked analysis. Maybe someone who's smarter than me can break this down even further. But I just wanted to at least present that.
It sounds good to me. It sounds sound to me.
Well, it sounds bad to me.
The
fact that they're getting right. It sounds
I
bad.
suppose you pointing out that it's bad. That sounds good to me. You've made your point.
I'm like in a disaster movie. I'm like going through the documents. Mr. President, Mr. President.
There's too many off-speed pitches, Mr. President.
I burst open the door to the Oval Office. Sorry, Mr. President. Let him talk. Sir, do you want this crazy maniac out of here? No. Let the boy talk. Thank you, Mr. President.
That's like in a courtroom drama. It's like, you better be going somewhere with this.
They do that scene in Rogue One. Jake, do you remember that?
Not where? Oh, at the planning table or whatever.
You're going to Scarif.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the judge goes, go on.
Go on. I'll allow it.
Purely mid. So yeah, that was just one thing I noticed. Let's get positive though.
All right.
Nope. Morning check. Nope. Thought Toro maybe hit a home run there.
I
But not so much.
I turned around and immediately saw a Subway commercial. So I was like, oh, I don't think he hit one out.
Again, my stream's behind a little bit. So, but what are we fucking with, Jake?
What am I fucking with, man?
I always feel like I put you on the spot with fuck with. You know exactly what you want to dive in. You're like the point guard right away with don't fuck with. But when it's time to fuck with something,
I know.
You might fold under questioning.
I'm fucking with. You know what? I can't. Do either of you have one? I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
What do you got?
So
I look like I'm bald.
For the second straight year, we seemingly have a first baseman that stepped up, and that would be Honest Abe Toro. Fellas, in his 91 plate appearances so far with the Boston Red Sox, the man is slashing 333, 352, 563 for a 900 OPS. And in the last 10 games, his OPS is over 1,000. So I thought he looked good in spring training. Did I want to see him get time with the major league team once we left the fort? Absolutely not.
Well, because the implication of that is
yeah. But credit to him, man. Like he didn't look super inspiring. The first couple games they called him up, like I think the first 4 or 5 games, he had like 2 hits and 14 plate appearances. But hey, man, super versatile too. Like, I mean, Cora's been swapping like him and Romy on the corners, so it's working. They're piecing it together and seemingly found a guy that they can ride with for the summer, and both Romy and Abe. So I guess Romy's technically an honorable mention here too. But yeah, I like what I see from Toro. Whether it's sustainable or not, I don't think he's going to have a 900 OPS through September.
Be cool though.
But yeah, certainly would. He's only 28. That's about
be a lot cooler if he did.
So I don't know. Just a nice little story. I mean, it's not super inspiring when the guy you picked up in spring is batting 3 or 4th every night. But he's making it work, and that's all I can ask for. So he's a baseball player, as some would say.
Yeah, he's a baseball player. My favorite type of analysis, especially. If
I dared to crown him with the moniker the Prime Minister, but I think we have to save that for Marcelo, because I don't know if you guys remember, in a questionnaire, he said, like, what would your like dream job be? And Marcelo said Prime Minister. So I feel like we need to reserve the Emperor and the Prime Minister for Roman and Marcelo, where Abe can just be Honest Abe, or we can call him, I don't know, the 16th president or something. We can workshop that.
Yeah, we can. There are a couple different angles we could go for this. I just what is that model of government where you have an emperor and also a prime minister? That's an interesting form of government. It kind of, takes a little from column A, a little from column B.
I mean, what did fucking
the existence of an emperor would imply that there's no need for a prime minister to differentiate, those forms of government.
Well, you know what? I'll argue that, because an emperor is effectively a king, and England has a king and also a prime minister.
So yeah. Roman is fair enough. So Roman is more of like a symbolic head.
That's absolutely.
But Marcelo's the one truly driving the boat,
Roman gets to like sacrifice people if needed. They were sacrificing people in ancient Rome, right? That wasn't a faux pas yet.
I'm sure it was going down.
Who knows?
I don't know.
But he's like an old school. So he's not.
I mean, Roman's tossing people into the Colosseum.
But that's actual tangible power, though, Jake. That's the thing. Like, yeah, the thumbs up and down stuff from the emperor. That is at odds with the more
King
contemporary prime minister.
King Charles can do stuff, right?
He hops on planes and waves.
No. I know that he's mostly symbolic, but like if King Charles walked in to what's
Downing Street?
Not Downton Abbey. That's the show. Where does he live?
Like the British White House. That's Downing Street. 10 Downing.
Where does he live though? Buckingham
Palace, right?
Buckingham Palace.
That's it.
If he walks in there, well, I guess he wouldn't walk in there because that's where he lives. So what is the one you said?
10 Downing Street is like the White House.
He walks in there. He walks in there. He grabs not Liz Truss. Who's the new one?
Oh,
Keir Starmer.
Yeah, he grabs Starmer by the neck and he says, "You're out, Buster." What happens? Do they have to listen to him at all, or can they just be like, "Stop"?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think they could just be like,
"You're gonna say, sure, Grandpa, let's get you to bed."
Can he?
You and your sausage fingers.
Can King Charles make any calls that affect anyone else, or is that he don't?
I don't think he has any legislative power. Does he?
Let's see.
No, not legislative. I mean, he might have like influence, like he might like suggest things. And the British Prime Minister,
it's not like he's sitting in on like hearings and shit.
Well, the Prime Minister, every time get into UK parliamentary politics here. Long story short, the Prime Minister has to go to the head of the King or the Queen and say like, "Hey, here's my government." Here are my
Stupid
here are my MPs, my members of parliament. Here's the government. I formed it. Are you cool with it? And the king or the queen is like, yeah, that I fuck with it. Let's do it. They never, as far as I know,
this is why England rancid country. I mean, this is the dumbest shit in the fucking world.
good soccer and good music. That's about it.
His fucking title is Supreme Governor. What is he? What is he? Snoke? What is that's like? That's so fucking stupid.
Somehow Elizabeth returned.
Dumb, stupid shit. What the fuck are we even? Anyway, yeah, Abe Toro.
Marcelo's
good,
nickname.
I like him. Yeah.
Yeah, Marcelo's the
good
prime
stuff.
minister. Sorry.
And Abe Toro, we like as well.
Abe Toro, who we love.
For
Abe
my
Toro.
fuck with, I'll give a little shout out to Greg Weissert. I know it was a little
Yeah,
tough
G-Reg.
against Angel. Get hit, yeah. Yeah, third leg Greg. Yeah, he had that little bit of a
Third
tough
leg
spot
Greg.
against the Angels, but as of late, especially in the absence of Justin Slayton, and while the bullpen continues to get a pretty heavy workload, he's been pitching pretty well. We always knew he had some nasty stuff in his arsenal. It was just a matter of putting it together more consistently. So far, over the past however many weeks, that's been the case as he's warming up right now as we live and breathe. In the bottom of the eighth, 3-1 Sox. So it's probably Weissert for the save. Hopefully that doesn't age poorly. But yeah, just a quick little shout out to Greg Weissert.
I gotta say, I've been on the Weissert beat since he came up last year in September. Since he was recalled from Worcester on August 20th of last year, 46 innings, 9 earned runs for a 1.76 ERA.
Yeah.
Very
Not a small sample size.
The thing is, like, because I know he had some hiccups. Correct me if I'm wrong, Liam. You working on the Weissert beat, of course. You would know this more than anyone.
Naturally.
Had a couple of rough outings at the beginning of his Red Sox tenure. It's similar to, you're going to fucking hate me for bringing up this point, but it's similar to when you draft someone in fantasy football and they stink it up for the first week or two, maybe 3 weeks. And
Wait, no,
it's
you better be going somewhere with this.
I am, yeah, I'll allow it. It's tough to shake that stench off.
Yeah.
That player from
Yeah.
weeks 10 onward, which is a couple of months of fantasy football, could be a league winner. He could be nasty. Months and months, he could be a legitimate player. But in the back of your mind, it's like, well, he dicked me over in week 2 that one time after he was hurt in week 1. So, I'm not so sure about this. It's tough. It's one. The old say, you don't get a second chance at first impressions. Maybe
Yeah, that's a great saying.
You hear it more and more, don't you? Maybe in my heart of hearts, I still had that in the back of my mind with Weissert. I was like, okay, I know he has his moments here, but he has his good stuff, but can he put it together? He could put it together for a couple of weeks, but if he has that one bad outing, maybe I had been in the past and I'm still not sure about Weissert here. Turning the new leaf on him, though, I'm around on him. He's going to be a pivotal bullpen piece going forward. So consider this my endorsement of Greg Weissert. Fucking with him.
Yeah, he's been great. And like a week ago, I remembered the 7th Floor Crew video, so now I get to tweet that when he has good outings.
If that
So what more could I ask for, honestly?
That she was getting
Yeah, so
fucked on the
5 of
same
his 9 earned runs this season have come in 2 outings. There was the blown save against Chicago, and then he took the loss when we got walked off in Detroit one of those 2 times. He gave up 2 earned runs and 3 earned runs in both those appearances. But otherwise, man, pretty spotless stuff.
Yeah, so fucking with him. Deserves his flowers. Jake, is that enough time?
Yeah. No, I'm
G-Reg.
good. What, Liam? What was yours? I'm sorry.
Honest Abe.
Honest Abe. So Abe and Greg. Well, it goes against my better judgment, but
Say Trevor
fucking
Story.
no. He's still a piece of shit.
Oh no.
I don't know where we'd be without a roll this chap. Let me be clear.
You're not wrong. I
I'm
hate
getting
to
a
say
water.
Under
getting
no
water.
circumstances.
Under
do
no
you have to
circumstances.
hand
I'm
this
getting a
up.
thing of water. I gotta fill up my water.
Let me be clear. I'm separating the art from the artist here, I suppose. But
You
the
kinda
dude,
have
I mean,
to.
he's been basically perfect, I think. Does he have a
Let me pull
blown
up
save?
Let me pull up his game logs.
I guess he may have technically some blown holds because he comes in like extra innings and he may give up a like that runner on second. Like he did that last night. But
He's given up
really,
5 earned runs all year, and he's never given up more than 1 earned run in each outing. So
Yeah, he's been good. And they're and listen, they're getting their money's worth. I mean, he's out there like every night.
I'm back. Are you done
So-
talking about the domestic abuser who feels like
No,
his
Fitz,
grandma?
listen, Fitz. I said you don't have to, under no circumstances do you have to hand it to him.
Gotta give it to him. Yeah.
But he's been really good. So
it is remarkable that he's still
gonna be an
throwing
all-star.
102 at 37.
he's also
years.
like not walking guys, which was the whole thing. I mean,
That was the
I
whole
was
thing when
very
he
nervous
signed
about
him.
it at the start of the year. Yeah.
yeah.
That-
I don't know what.
along with the
I don't know.
off-field
I don't really. I
activities.
don't know. He's elderly and he's a piece of shit and but he's been good. So sorry. I don't know.
You had all that time to think, and that's what you came up with. That's what you wanted to bring to the table.
Because every time he comes in, it's like, oh wow, I feel safe. You know, his family probably doesn't, but I do when he comes. Sorry.
Domestic assault is not funny, but I want that on the record. That is
Well,
not
no,
funny.
As we're all
We
red
do
from
not
laughing.
support.
Not funny. No,
It's not.
It's not. It's not. Neither is groping your mother.
Oh, was it his mom or his grandma?
I thought.
That's why I said grandma
Fitz,
earlier.
Fitz, I'll tell you what. It doesn't
Both-
really
both
matter.
bad.
That's where it helps, by the way. I'm not sure it makes a difference.
Both bad. Both bad. Oh my god.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm
chat-
fucking. Ow! I'm fucking with the Rollins Chapman. Sorry.
I mean, this season so far is his walks per 9 is at its lowest rate since
Oh shit.
2020.
We got G
And really
Reg
2019.
coming in for the save.
Yeah, it just said he was warming up in the bullpen.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the now. Here, I'll pull it on my second screen here. G Reg. Get head.
Take on my drawers and let us see my third leg.
Yeah, we really got to move him at the deadline. I want a haul, man.
Chapman?
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't do deadline discourse yet.
I'm like an elite reliever.
I
is
I
a
need my
luxury.
own Cole Reagans.
Oh,
Where's my
yeah,
Cole
yeah.
Reagans?
I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah. What a
They don't really have anyone else that has any sort of value either. I mean,
Right.
Bregman
Like, I mean, you
would.
could try
but
to move Bueller.
I would.
Guess, if he
I would not
strings
like
together
to trade
something out of
Bregman.
him.
I would like to continue to have 3 months where he can only
Is he even going to be
negotiate.
back? Is he even going to
Only-
be back by the trade deadline? Like playing?
When did he get hurt? It's when we were in. We were in Worcester when they put him on the IL for Meyer. Yeah, not if it's like 8 weeks, right? When's the deadline? First week of August.
Me
like
noticing.
last-
He probably just gets back.
me noticing for our Cole Reagans. Reunite Chapman with the Cubs. Who's the kid there? Cade Horton is his name. Pitcher, I think.
Sure.
Noticing. Walk with me.
I'm walking with
Manifesting, noticing, you name it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much value Giolito and Bueller have, but you know what? We can have this conversation in a month. I don't think it's important.
A
To
little
do that
early,
now.
but Chapman for sure. He's gone. Unless they win like 20 games this month, out of the blue. I don't think. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
2 outs. 2 outs at the bottom of the top of the ninth here.
Oh,
Well,
how about that? We doing a live ponder?
I mean, I have.
yeah, someone's gonna. I pondered last night, my friends.
Oh, I think it's me, right? What do I do? Do I pause the pod and go ponder?
Yeah, you ponder. We'll
right.
chat about something. We'll figure something out.
Let's see if G Reg. Well, I gotta. If he gets the save, I have to tweet the fucking G Reg video.
That's 2
Would
outs.
that be his first save with the Red Sox?
Definitely not. He definitely
first
grabbed
ever.
one.
You think he's part of the? You think he's part of the one save club already?
For the season, maybe. But
I feel like he
had
had to have
he
one at some point.
he had one save last year, so
And looks like he got it. All right, Sox win. That's a beautiful thing.
Yippee.
okay. Well, we're gonna take a break.
Yippee.
Jake, you ponder. When we return, our interview with Carson Lund, the director of EFIS. It was a great conversation, guys. Seriously, even if you haven't seen the movie, take time to listen to it. A lot of key points being made in it. And it's a wonderful movie. Very accessible. It was only like $5 to rent. 90 minutes. It's a great picture. Jake and I had a great conversation with Carson. He also gave his Red Sox takes towards the end of it as well. That's all coming up just ahead on Pod on Lansdowne. Stay tuned.
Ready? I'm going in. What was this
All right,
final?
so-
3-1? Yeah.
3-1.
Hey, do you want me to grab tweet?
Yeah, Liam, if you get tweet, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Well, show us on it. Hello. That's gonna look like dog ass, butt ass, shit out of a butt on the camera, but that's okay. What we got going on, chat? Good win. That's right. Good win, Dan. Let's see what my Red Sox win video is. Oh, it's Don't Do It from Last Waltz. I had it stuck in my head the other day. Baby, don't do it. So this is some real PLL inside baseball. You bet your sweet bippy it is.
Fuck, I'm struggling to come up with copy. What do I say?
One take, Jake. That's absolutely true.
Just say like Roman's first hit and Roman's first win or something along those lines.
Hmm.
You could take creative liberties with that.
Into cap cut. What's your name? G-Rig.
I just saw Tyler's new to sir.
Tyler Milliken looks crazy. Crazy. Can I just say?
What with the stash?
Yeah.
Dang,
Boss.
she's loose.
Boss. What? Who the fuck are we playing? TBR.
Tampa.
Is that their? What's their
Just
like
T-
3 letter?
it's just well, 3 letters would be TBR, but people just say TB, my friend.
Oh. I don't like that. What game was this, fellas? 68? Can I get a
69? I think it was.
60? Oh.
You missed the golden opportunity.
I didn't even say
No,
the
tonight
game number.
tonight was game 69.
Oh, it is 68 today?
Tonight is 69. Last night was 68.
Okay.
Yeah, tonight's 69.
Oh, sorry.
What's
I thought
your
we were saying
name?
something different.
G-Rig.
I thought. What? Hold on.
Good win.
I thought last night was
Well,
68.
Well, I'll tell you
Last
what.
night was 68.
Okay, so it's 69 tonight. Okay.
Yeah. Dan, to answer your question, yes, we're getting Isak.
Yeah, fuck you. If you get
John Henry,
Verts and
man.
Isaac,
John Henry, man, he's so back.
John Henry. Great
Great,
businessman.
great businessman, John Henry.
John Henry.
we're getting Chesko though. I think that's our
Here, Fitz,
striker.
I'm sending it to you.
And then
That's
if we get Rodrigo as well, I have very wild dreams. That's all. I have very wild dreams.
G-Rig.
Hand of Arsenal Twitter account has been correct on a lot of things, and they're like,
Hey, I have a
Rodrigo's
question.
a top
What's
target.
the video? It's
Oh
the
my
Arsenal
God.
video. It's time to go. What is he referring
Yeah.
to?
he's talking
That
about
was
Unai
Wenger.
Emery, the manager.
Oh, that was
guy.
an Unai clip?
Well, maybe not a fun fact. That guy is dead.
Oh.
Oh,
What
Not
happened?
Emery, the guy who said it's time to go. Yeah, he died.
damn. RIP.
How? How'd they get him?
Iconic.
I don't know how he died, but
They
I
got
know
him.
he's dead.
Gunnosaurus.
It's time to go.
Fitz, we don't talk about
I love
Gunnosaurus
how satisfied
enough.
he
No, we
looks
don't.
in that clip.
Yeah, we do not talk about Gunnar Sorensen at first. Well, they fucking fired the guy during COVID. They
I
laid him
remember
off.
that. I remember that was so funny.
Claude, yeah, Dan Claude, R.I.P. Claude.
Who's the guy? That's the guy that's like had to climb this building to see this W, right? That's him.
That's
He's
Robbie.
like,
It's Robbie.
They
I had
fired
enough of this,
him?
Robbie. No. Robbie.
No, they
is
fired Gunnar Sorensen.
Robbie's the head of AFTV, of Arsenal Fan TV. Claude.
I think
is
I'm
the
gonna.
guy
I think
who
I'm gonna become an Arsenal fan just to rock with him.
My man,
You're gonna be a gooner. You're gonna be a gooner.
Yeah, I want to be a
Gooner
gooner too.
to be,
Yeah.
Guna, who to be. We have
Yeah.
fun chants, man. It's good. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
think-
absolutely
I think-
love being a gooner.
I want to get interviewed by him.
You're gonna go. I had enough of this, Robbie. I had enough of this blood. I had enough
So
of
what
it,
is he?
Robbie.
So what is he? Just walks around and talks to people.
Well, people now come to. It's huge. So like they'll set up
So
shop and like
where'd
people
all the
will
what
surround
are
him.
where like and he posts those selfies that are like to see this W.
Well, he doesn't post. Sometimes it's just pictures that people have taken of him. You know what I mean? But people then add on the meme because of it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Leo goes, "You're gonna hate it." Yes, you are. But misery loves company. Again, we're getting Rodrigo this summer, so it's gonna be okay. All right, let's.
Time to go. Just love those videos. Just can't get enough of them. Can't get enough of those videos.
Yeah, Arsenal Fan TV is
What the
hilarious.
fuck am I doing? Oh, I'm posting the. No, I did post
Ponder.
the Ponder. Did I
who
post
who up late post gaming. Who pondering they post game.
Okay, I tweeted
Um,
it, and now I go to Instagram. Instagram.
We're never gonna finish this episode.
Let's do it. Just rip it. I'm just finishing up. Ah, fuck.
I wanna see a
Shit,
Ponder.
motherfuck.
Hey, POL.
Millennial pause.
Oh my god, eat shit, Fitz.
Podcast right now. Short game tonight. Brings it. I did. You're waving. There you go.
It really was a short game. Now that you mention it, Jake.
About 2 hour. What is that?
I know. That's what I was saying.
Jake, did you see my Red Sox win video?
You, like from your personal?
Yeah,
No.
you'll appreciate it. All right, let's get back to
Oh,
it.
nice. Love it.
Don't do it. Yeah, stuck in my head earlier this week, so it's fresh on the noggin. All right, 5 seconds. All right, we want to say a very big thank you to Carson Lund. Again, EFIS folks, watch it. Very much well worth your time. Liam, you were awfully quiet during that interview for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, sorry. I got just the connection. My Wi-Fi cut out.
Yeah, I saw you trying to
No,
get a couple words in.
It seemed like you guys had a great time. That was a great interview. I'm probably gonna watch it. It's inspired me to watch it later this week when I have the time.
You'll appreciate
intense-
that. That's going to be an
Certainly
all-time.
ahead of time.
Like, I'm going to hound my dad.
But you
to
guys
watch
did a
that
very good
movie.
job. You did a very good
Well,
job.
thank
guys.
you. Appreciate it.
I did die when he cooked your casting impression.
Yeah, that humbled me a bit.
Yeah, I know that was tough.
That
to
was-
I
that was
actually, I actually like felt sad for Fitz in that moment. I was
That's
like,
okay.
that's upsetting.
You know what?
That was
I needed
upsetting
to,
to see.
I needed to be grounded. Maybe too many people were gassing it up before. I don't want to rest on my laurels. You know? So it is what it
Fucking
is.
Cooked you too. It was nasty business.
Tough.
No, I respect it.
Was
Game
that a
recognized
casting
game.
impression?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough.
I was so excited. I was like, sure
I
was.
guess you could call that a Castaic impression. That's like,
Oh, man. We're on social media, in case you didn't know that. At Pod on Lansdowne is the show. I am at Fitzimo Pena. Jake is at Jake Wallinger. Liam is at Liam Fantasy _. We're also on Instagram and TikTok, as it were. Go ahead and follow the show while we are there. Do you have anything else to mention in regards to the Red Sox, Liam? Anything that's stuck in your craw?
Oh, the fact that you can't find tickets under $100 for this weekend series with the Yankees is
What's up with that?
so offensive to me for this team, for this Red Sox team. Like, I get it. There's less Yankee games now, but shit pisses me off. It's going to be all Yankee fans. I know it.
I have a thought as well.
Jake.
unrelated to that, but you were just throwing out thoughts.
Yeah, we're
questions
just
and
throwing out.
concerns.
Yeah.
Fitz, you brought it up earlier, kind of offhandedly, but the Jolly Olive video, going over the Soto trade, the Padres Nats Soto trade of 23, that shit pissed me the fuck off. Can I just say, okay,
The Nats
just
were
to
eating
break
good,
it down,
man.
the Nats
Eating
are
so good.
probably gonna have, if not this year, like 3 All-Stars from that trade. Okay, so breathe that in. A legitimate MVP candidate, as included in there, in James Wood. I wish his name was James Woods. It's weird that it's singular.
Ooh, a piece of
Offhand, yeah. And so Juan Soto. And so listen, I understand Juan Soto had an extra 60 games of control when they traded him, ish, But I think there's probably a middle ground there between 3 All-Stars and nothing that the Red Sox could have maybe found when they traded their equivalent of Juan Soto, Mookie Betts.
Oh, we're doing this discourse.
No. And listen, I've moved on from it.
Clearly not.
Yeah, no, I guess not. But what I have said, and I've said it on this show, is if they just let him walk in free agency, that would actually be better. I think, as far as
With the
everyone
comp pick
sort of
you get.
yeah. Maybe the comp pick turns into. Okay, you know the meme where it's
What
the
was
Peter
it? The
Griffin
comp
meme?
pick for Bogarts turned into Roman Anthony, right?
No, that's the Eduardo
Or Campbell.
Rodriguez comp pick.
Okay, but Bogarts was
I believe
Campbell, right?
Bogarts is Campbell and Rodriguez is Anthony.
Got it.
So that being said, if they just let him walk, it's like that Peter Griffin meme where it's that could be this, but the box could maybe be that. That's this, but inside the box could be anything. Maybe even that. It's like that meme, but that's actually a positive spin on it. That meme's usually used in a negative way, but instead of the 3 slops you got in Verdugo, Wong, and Downs, maybe that comp pick turns into something special if you just let him go at the end of the year. Rather, we got more flipping 1 year of Alex Verdugo than we did for Mookie Betts. How is that? How?
See,
how
here's why the Mookie trade. I have to throw my hands up. The big X factor here is COVID. If we had held on to him, he probably signs the extension. He signed the extension with the Dodgers 2 days before opening day in 2020 in July. I don't think if he was still on the team, he would have wanted to hit free agency after a shortened season.
I don't even care about that though. That's totally irrelevant to me here.
But you're saying
I just would have liked.
You would have rather just held on to him and gotten.
I would have rather done with the benefit. I guess not even with the benefit of hindsight. We all were kind of underwhelmed at the time, but just I would have rather done literally anything else than what they did. I guess a deadline trade. Fucking. Had they traded him, like the Nats did Soto, I believe they had Will Smith locked in as the centerpiece of that trade in summer 2019. That's come out. So
Actually, I didn't even see that.
we basically got. Oh, I went DJ Jake.
I didn't hear DJ Jake.
When did I do that? Oh,
I
okay.
didn't hear
You
That's a
were
Sydney
kind of
problem.
grainy at one point, but I didn't get the DJ Jake
All right.
instance.
Sorry about that.
Sid mentioned it in the chat. Was it? But
I guess
here-
I guess my point is that of all lanes, all options, we took the narrow path that was far and away the worst one. It would seem.
granted, and this is not.
I also think that just has that I put it all on ownership at that point. They're I don't know what ever happened with Dombrowski. If he and John Henry just had a falling out, I'll never understand why he was just gone by August.
Oral
2019.
history of that in 20 years is going to
Right.
be fascinating.
So everything about it, from if you want to go from the trade deadline in 2019 through the time Mookie signs the extension with the Dodgers, everything's fucked. from top to bottom. So I don't know,
All right.
man.
Here,
Sorry,
and
I got pissed off at that fucking Jolly Olive. Love Jolly Olive. He makes great videos, but it's like I would have taken one of those guys.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not.
the Padres.
I'm not
got.
saying that this is what you're implying, Jake. I just want to put it out there that not every trade goes down like it's the like it's the Juan Soto deal. Not every team makes out like
no, and
bandits
I totally
with
get-
that
well,
value.
But then,
you know what I mean?
So throw that out. Throw that trade out. Let's just go to the Soto Yankees Padres trade.
yeah, even then
They got
like, to
Mike. They got
get
Michael
something
King
of
and
value.
Randy Vasquez. Those are two like top 3 starting pitchers.
Yeah,
in a rotation.
I agree.
That's the exact
Yeah.
same trade. It's 1 year of a superstar. And I know we had David Price, and I think people yeah, fuck it. Whatever. What is dumb fucking
You opened up this can of worms.
No,
this
I know,
Mookie
I know.
trade
I mean,
discourse
it-
in the
It's
ginormous
never going to
2025
end. It's never going to end. Let's be real. We have to accept that.
until they win a championship
Yeah.
or
So-
until Mookie retires.
It's funny, like I didn't even like putting this argument together. I didn't even register like, yeah, comp pick would have been 100% better than what we got. Like
We saw Heim could draft,
we do really well with comp pick. We got
but I don't know, man.
God damn.
I do
them.
think there was so much pressure on Heim to just get a deal done.
Yeah.
He
Well,
was
he
like,
did bad.
I guess
so.
I guess this is it.
Do we want to go down the looking glass here, gentlemen? While we're here,
Yeah.
What do you got?
Are you pulling
what-
up something?
I want to look about who was around the comp picks of. Would that be in the 21 draft or the 20 draft?
21 draft.
If they had
21
held
draft?
on to him, yeah, 21 draft.
2021.
Oh, this is awesome! I hope I can get really pissed off right now. And another thing. And another thing.
2021
While
MLB
Fitz
draft.
pulls this up, Heim is unfortunately fortunate for him, I guess. He's like absolved on this trade, absolved of all wrongdoing for some reason because like he was forced to do. That's his fucking job. He's the GM of the team. He's forced to do it. I don't care.
Dungeon-
Do it well. He's
Dungeon
an employee.
Enjoyer John. Dungeon Enjoyer John in the YouTube chat, youtube.com/@Pod on Lansdowne. You best start believing in the Mookie Betts 1 inch
Yep.
tier curse. You're living in one.
Like everybody.
Also, John,
yeah. Go ahead.
Also, John, I don't remember if Dombrowski got in a screaming match when he found out he got fired.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
remember
sure.
that.
Okay, so
He wore a gorilla suit.
just as a reminder, the 2021 MLB draft is that's where we got Marcelo. Of course, not in the comp pick section, but
Right.
just to refresh your mind, this is Henry Davis going first overall. First round includes names such as Marcelo Meyer, Jackson Jobe in there, Jordan Lawler, Jack Leiter goes second, Matt McClain's in there, Sal Frelick.
The Sox got so fucking lucky in that draft, dude. I think
All
about that all the time. I mean, we'll see what happens with Meyer.
All
but
right,
like,
well, here you go. Competitive balance would it be, or just compensatory round? Jay Allen at 30, but then it's competitive balance
But they-
round A.
There's nothing in there that's jumping out at me.
Nothing screams.
No.
How about the second round?
I think we're actually in B because we were over the luxury tax, right? So it would have been the second.
it doesn't matter
Oh.
what Mookie would have signed. Like how much he would have signed for. Like it wouldn't have been to scale if it was like whatever the deal was.
No, I'm saying-
either way, there's
No.
nothing. I mean, James Wood went 62nd overall.
Okay.
Zach
I feel
Geloff
for-
at 60. He had that one. Cal
All right, I
Zardo
feel
at
less bad.
63.
There's not. I'm not seeing a
Bubba
lot.
Chandler at 72.
At 72.
Ricky Tiedemann at 91. Although his stock, I
Yeah,
haven't heard much from him.
Mason Miller at 97.
97. That could have been a stretch there, but who knows? Hunter Goodman's having a good year at 109. He'd be a better catcher right now than Connor Wong.
Christian Encarnacion.
Hunter Goodman.
Fitzy Mo Pena would be a better catcher than Connor Wong.
Oh, guys, did you know Nathan Hickey? We drafted him as high as 136th that year.
I just learned now. I'm hearing it for
Yeah,
the first time.
that's
He's
Tanner Bybee-
primarily a first baseman, though, right?
Tanner Bybee at 156.
yeah. He's not like actually a catcher.
Brian Wu 174. Now you're
Ooh.
getting out of the range of where you would have picked the
Spencer
the Mookie pick.
Arrighetti right after him. Dick Fitz 183.
Wow.
Point is, these are not guys that we'd
Yeah, there's
be
nothing.
taking with the Mookie.
Hunter Dobbins 226.
That's right.
That's our boy.
Has Jack Leiter actually been good this year? Or was he just like on crack that game 2 against us?
I think he's had his moments.
Oh, he's
No,
been,
he's having a
he's,
good year.
No,
he's
yeah,
pretty
no.
good. He's got a 3.5 ERA. That's pretty. That's
Yeah.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
116 whip.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, maybe he's putting it together. 42 strikeouts and 51 2/3. That's good. He's 25 already. Wow, where does the time go?
He
know
was
in
in
college, but-
college, and he spent 4 fucking years in the mine.
I understand. It's just
arm, and he
still,
spent 4 years in the
you know,
minors.
I would have said he's 23. Again, COVID has completely
Yeah, I mean that was
delayed my
yeah.
brain 2 years. Like, if someone's 29, I think they're actually 27.
Thanks, man.
No problem. Yeah, I'm mentally 27 years old right now myself. Yeah, so there's your fucking Mookie discourse.
Mookie discourse for
Hopefully
it'll
for
come
the
up
year.
again
I don't want to have to
within the
keep
next
thinking about
month.
that, man.
I mean, it'll go away.
We'll finish up. 5 days ago, I acquired a Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, so what are we thinking, pal? In terms of the
I'm
system as a
thinking-
whole, as well, along with the games that you've gotten so far.
So, I mean, there's only one. Mario Kart's the only Nintendo Switch 2 game right now.
I mean, there
And
are
it's
other
good.
there are other Switch games, Switch 2 games.
I mean, yeah, you could play all the Switch games, but that's the only game that's like exclusive to the Switch 2. And it's quite good, and I'm quite enjoying it. But I'll tell you what, the biggest thing for me is every old game now runs like butter. Like the Switch really started to feel its age these last few years. Like Tears of the Kingdom, like it chugs, you know.
Yeah, the
But,
choppy
like,
frame rates at times, which
yeah,
never
but-
totally bothered me, but it's
No.
noticeable.
But that, like, you feel it. Like Sophie got the $10 Tears of the Kingdom upgrade to make it the Switch 2 edition, because she had
Yeah.
the game already, so you can do that. And that game at 60 frames per second and 4K is special stuff. It's like awesome. And
I've
a
told
big
you my
Pokemon
thoughts
guy.
on Tears of the Kingdom, right, Jake?
Yeah, you prefer Breath of the Wild, right?
The more time passes, the more I absolutely prefer Breath of the Wild, and I like
okay.
Tears of the Kingdom a lot.
See, I'm a Tears man.
Tears of the Kingdom is great. Breath of the Wild, I think maybe I would have to start a new save on both of them again to see where they are, because I know the lay of the land of Breath of the Wild, but
Yeah.
the experience of first discovering Hyrule like that, and also
That's
just
fair.
being I was a bit disappointed by the depths of Tears of the Kingdom. There's really not a ton going on down there. Too many like the same sort of areas, you know what I mean? It's not as unique. They could have done more with the skies, I think,
Yeah.
as well.
Well, I still like the game personally.
I really like it as well. It just
But so as far as where I'm at, and also I'm a big Pokemon guy, and Scarlet and Violet actually run like video games on the Switch 2, which they did not on the Switch 1. So that's been nice. But as far as like big picture, probably I would wait until a game that like really moves you comes out probably, or
need a 3D plumber.
yeah, like the next. I mean, I'm really excited for the Donkey Kong 3D platformer that's coming out in about a month. And then I'm also Pokemon Legend ZA seems like it's probably going to run like ass on the Switch 1. So that's like effectively a Switch 2
But
game.
ass.
So that's October. But other than that, I would say I'm very excited for more GameCube games to come out on Switch Online. I bought the GameCube controller for the Switch.
I saw that.
I had to. It's my most favorite controller in the whole wide world. But I guess ultimately, whenever you buy your Switch, I mean, the whole Nintendo shit never goes on sale, like ever at all, games or hardware, until new hardware comes out. So do it when you're comfortable. Do it when you feel like it. That price point is not going to move. I don't think for 5 years, 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Oh, and I'll tell you what. The new Joy-Cons, the magnet thing is awesome. It feels so good.
Any drift? Any Joy-Con drift on them?
Not yet, but I read that it's the same system underneath, so it's coming.
Fucking Nintendo. They're
Yeah.
the fucking funniest
So
company in the
funny.
world. Please make sure that your sticks on your controllers work. That's the only thing we want with this new Switch 2. And then they're like, guys, we introduced voice chat. Oh, you mean the thing that PlayStation had like 25 years ago? That thing?
Yeah, and it's like super complicated and like cumbersome.
It's so funny. I've seen some of the commercials on YouTube and whatnot of Nintendo advertising both the console as well as the new Mario Kart in their own footage with the voice chat, like online multiplayer for people.
Well, but I respect them being honest about it.
Even then, the frame rate is so choppy. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, at least they're being honest. But it's like, guys, you have to realize the optics here. Come on. They're going to sell 20 gazillion of those things, so it doesn't matter, I suppose.
They sure are. I believe they're at like 4 million now already.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah. I don't have a ton.
Liam, what say you?
I got nothing.
All right. Cool.
Emoji of the week is
song of the week.
a video game controller.
Yeah. I think they have that.
Let's do that. Video game controller.
My song of the week is
asked.
All right. Sorry, I thought that's usually comes
Jake,
next,
what's your song of the week?
Yeah. My song of the week is Summertime by the Sundays.
There you go. It is summertime after all.
Great song, but only because of this video of Peter Griffin with small arms dancing.
Yeah, that is good.
It's so funny.
Yeah, you randomly dropped that one into the chat the other day.
I did. It's a great video. It's you and
Liam?
me in the summertime.
I have to go Electric Feel because it's Roman's walk up.
Good call.
Banger.
Boom, 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 boom. That's God. Good bass line. Shout out MGMT. Damn good band. Damn good band. The management. That's what MGMT stands for. That was originally what it was. Keeping up with the late 2000s core that Liam just had, give me VV Brown's excellent hit, Shark in the Water. What a song.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Ooh. God. Baby, there's a shark in the water.
Banger.
It's a great song. Excellent song. So throw it down in there.
'Cause it's you and me in the summertime.
It's beautiful.
I can't wait for summer to be over.
Is that all we got?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Could win tonight. Happy they
Yeah.
won that
Win tomorrow and I they might have me again. I fear.
That sets up that if they
No,
win
you know what? If they win
Wednesday-
tomorrow and then also win the Yankees series, then I think then it's like, all right.
I was going to say,
All
well,
right.
if they win tomorrow, the Yankee series instantly becomes the biggest of the year.
Yeah.
It's true.
Not to state the obvious, but you could make the contention like, okay, like all that bullshit in the past, all
Is it the same three
floods-
starters? Except what is it? Crochet Dobbins and who the fuck?
Bayo.
Who's our fifth starter? No. Oh, it would be Bayo?
Right? Because who's tomorrow?
That's who I'd want. Tomorrow's Walker.
Yeah, tomorrow's
so,
Wheeler.
so that's Crochet,
Okay.
it's Dobbins, and it's Bayo.
And then
Bayo.
Bayo. I mean, that's who you want at this
Oh,
point.
Bayo day game on Sunday.
Oh, no!
And it's not getting flexed because they're going to the West Coast the next day for like 10 days.
Thank God
So-
we don't. How did we wait this long to not talk about that butt ass ESPN booth? Well, I guess I can't comment on it because
they're on their way out anyway. Who cares?
I wasn't listening
Yeah.
on Sunday because I specifically did not want to listen to ESPN. I listened.
It was
on
terrible.
DEI.
I mean, I haven't sat down for a Sunday night baseball game yet this year, but it is like dramatically worse.
I
Everything,
trust
top to bottom.
NBC to save me on that
Same.
regard.
I liked when they did the little like Sunday morning games. What was that, like 2 seasons ago? They aired them on Peacock. They were nice.
Get me Benetti on those Sunday night calls.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Need that.
Hashtag need that.
Holy shit, dude. The account MJY Socks. I just retweeted it. It's like an enter Weissert entrance video, and it's like a bunch of Weissert K's and him like hitting his head with G-Reg under it. It's so good.
Tweeted at us?
No, at me. I retweeted it from my personal.
Oh, okay.
Unbelievable video.
Says John Miller and
video.
Joe Morgan. We didn't know how good we had it. That is absolutely.
Dude, I would take fucking who's the guy? He does the Jays
John Miller
now.
here.
What's his
Dan
name?
Schulman.
Yeah, he's better than fucking Ravage.
Schulman's good.
Like, I don't know how Carl Ravitch has had that job for so long now.
Well, because
He's not good at it.
they cut Baseball Night in America, and then they were like, ugh. We have these
Pisses
guys
me off.
employed by ESPN.
He's not. He's better as a desk guy, like for
ES.
pre-postgame shows.
PN.
Shameful.
Fitz, isn't that video amazing?
It's very good. 7th floor crew. That's what we're calling the bullpen, the 7th floor crew.
Drop my jaws. All right. Let me. I gotta go eat something. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got to edit this fucking episode. It's almost 10:15.
It's gonna be beefy.
It sure is. It's going to be about 2.5 hours.
Longest of the season.
Well, there was also a couple, like a handful
Yeah,
of
there
minutes
was a
in
lot
between
of
the
bullshit.
breaks.
And
Yeah,
that's
those
true.
breaks were long because
Probably 2:15. That's still,
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Party.
That's beef.
yeah,
That's beef.
there you go.
Hell yeah.
Well, that'll do for this edition of Pod on Lansdowne. We appreciate you, as always, taking the time out of your week to listen to us schnooks, to quote Henry Hill at the end of Goodfellas. It's like my 5th Goodfellas reference of the day.
You're feeling it today.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm on fire right now. We appreciate you joining us for our conversations. And a special thank you to Carson Lund, again, the director of EFIS, for taking time out of his night to talk about his project. Again, EFIS, well worth your time. Not an ad. Definitely a sincere recommendation. It's a great picture. YouTube chat, shout out as always. Join us next week if you want to be a part of that. Until then, for Jake, for Liam, I'm Fitz, you're you. We'll talk to you next week. Go Sox. My last episode before I'm off for a break the week after. So
This is your last episode?
No, next week is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then you'll bid me adieu as I get my...
Oh my god. I almost threw up. Oh my god.
No. I got to
Oh my
start
God,
the preparation for
thought he was
2
gonna
weeks
hit me.
right now.
I thought he was gonna hit me.
I'm Fitz, you're you. Go Sox. And obey your mother.
Obey your mother.
Obey your mother.